Hello everybody and welcome back. We are going to do a quick pick a card speed reading for this upcoming full moon eclipse and what your spirit guides want to tell you. And so you can give yourself an opportunity at this time to simply take a deep inhale, allowing yourself to be in tune with your intuition, and exhale, trusting in its guidance. And take another deep inhale here as you gaze upon the crystal skulls or the piles in which is drawing onto you, taking a deep exhale, trusting that you are being guided to your correct quick speed message. And I'm just going to show the crystal for card pile number 1. If this is calling onto you, for card pile number 2, this is oceanic calcite, I believe Caribbean calcite. This is African bloodstone, and this is chirite or charion amethyst for pile number 3. And so we are going to get started here, okay, in just a moment. So take another deep inhale here. Listen to your intuition. The first one that you are drawn to is the message for you, but because this is general, quick, and fast, there may be more messages for you in other piles, and know that that is okay. However, I want you to go with your intuition. I want you to go with the first one, and you can feel free to pick more than one pile as well. So we're going to get started with pile number 1 for those of you who chose pile number 1. As stated, this is Caribbean calcite, and so you may be feeling called to go to the islands. You may be from the islands. There may be some Caribbean ancestors or spirit guides that are trying to communicate with you at this time. That's really trying to bring you deeper to some of your roots, or even just some history. This could also simply be water spirits that are trying to communicate with you at this time, and perhaps you needing to drink a little bit more water. And so that is what I'm picking up intuitively from the crystal. And you have strength as your tarot card here. And so this is letting me know that you might be feeling like you're going to have to make a hard decision about something. There may be something here that you've been dealing with emotionally to you that may be difficult to deal with. Maybe it's hard for you to process some information or knowledge or something that came through. And you're gonna be called to be stronger than your emotions to get through this, to balance it out. Kind of allow yourself to feel the emotions, but not get consumed by them. Do not let your circumstances change you, but allow it to strengthen you. Allow your inner wisdom and guidance to be the one that tames the wild beast, to tame those impulses, your higher self, being in the alignment of knowing how to walk in your journey, in your path with your head up high, and your animalistic side kind of tamed, not away from you, not dead. You still have a hold on your animalistic side, but you have the guidance and the will and the grace, if you will, to know how to pick and choose when to let that lion go. It's kind of what I'm picking up here. This is some shadow side energy that you may have to walk through. And it says forgetting oneself here with the number 17. So this full moon is happening on the 17th. So this is definitely saying that there may have been some imposter syndrome, or there may have been some energies within yourself that you've been questioning. Maybe it's time for you to get a little bit courageous to change the way you think about yourself, or to really just tap into your desires, what it is that you really love, what it is that you want to do with yourself, and not like self-sabotaging, letting self-sabotaging tendencies go. Yeah, we have solitude here. All right, so you may be called to, this is the guidance here, so you may be called to really take some time for yourself to really dig deep into connecting with your higher self here, taming your beast, getting a little bit more internal control, but letting go of that which is no longer serving you. And so perhaps you have been having a lot of like intrusive thoughts. Perhaps it has to do with like letting go of relationships. This could be with a lover, this could be with a friend, whatever the case may be. You may have been presented with an opportunity for you to really reconnect with yourself and do something for yourself, but maybe you're a little bit scared to do it alone. And this is truly in alignment with who you are, or perhaps you are in a partnership where you're asking for permission to do something, and God is saying, like Source is saying, like nobody truly owns you. You know, you can converse with your partner and let them know what you got going on and what you're going to be doing, and give them the details and everything like that. Have them participating, if you will, in what it is that you got going on, but you truly don't have to ask for permission to do something that is in true alignment with yourself. And you're being put in the position to really choose yourself, to kind of isolate yourself from other people's opinion and be stronger than their opinion, be stronger than the imposter syndromes, than the intrusive thoughts, and really allow yourself to reconnect with yourself. So that's the speed reading for POW number 1. We're going to be moving on to POW number 2 here, y'all. So what I am picking up for POW number 2 with the African bloodstone here, I'm really getting strong warrior energy. I'm also getting like really like a masculine energy. I'm picking up a masculine, old, maybe grandfather figure energy coming through here. Very wise and noble as well. A spirit that knows how to find a lot of solutions is kind of what I'm picking up here. This could, I don't know why I'm picking up the energy of like, they like things to be clean, and they're really rough. They could be a warrior spirit, and they're not afraid to draw blood, but they want you to kind of be in your laughter period. They want you to smile. They want you to know that you're protected. It's kind of what I'm getting from this energy, is like, remember your smile, remember the laughters, honor the good times, for your ancestors have sacrificed for you to be able to have good times, but also honor your ancestors' bloodshed and tears, and essentially. But you have a warrior spirit is what I'm picking up here with this energy, that's really wanting you to be on a lighter side of energy right now. Like, you don't have to, they want you to know you are not fighting any battles of life on your own, and that you you don't have to fight every battle. You know, there's certain things that they just want you to go on and live your best life, knowing that you are covered in divine protection. Okay. And so connecting with that, you may have strong African ancestry as well, and there may be some spirits that come through. It may even be that you so happen to speak some of the dialogue. All right. So some words might come to you in whispers through meditations. You might be either audience, or like very telepathic and receiving like some of the words. I'm not even sure how to pronounce it, but I'm getting like the lingo here. You're gonna be getting like some root words back to your ancestries, connecting with Africa here. And we have the 3 of Cups in reverse. Ooh, baby. So yeah, there may have been some hardships here. Maybe there were some people that you were wanting to connect with again, and they're saying like, you know, it could be as simple as maybe the people who you thought were your friends weren't necessarily your friends, and they were spiritually removed out of your life because they weren't honoring you, they weren't celebrating you. There may have been like some jealousy or certain hidden emotions that you weren't even aware about, and maybe y'all had disconnected, and this individual may try to like come back. And I'm seeing here that this is not for reconciliation, this is not for reconnection. They were removed out of your life for a reason, for a purpose here. Let's see what the shadows is saying here. Artificial hearts with the number 12, yes, and 3. So double 3 confirmation here. So what I'm getting with this is that this person could have been showing you fake love. You know, while you are genuinely showing real love, you were showing them and giving so much love, affection, compassion. Your ancestor, your spirit guide here, were seeing things. They were hearing conversations that you weren't even around to hear. They were really allowing yourself to they were protecting you, removing you from the gossip. And so you may not even be consciously aware that this individual was doing this yet. Perhaps this is something that gets revealed to you later, or perhaps it's not. But what they want you to pay attention to is the people that's no longer in your life that try to come back. To be mindful, because they may be coming back with an artificial heart. It's not real. There's mechanics behind it. There's hidden agendas behind it and everything like that. And they know that you are realer than that. And you're going to be faking your love by reconnecting with this individual. This is not honoring and celebrating your energy. So what is like advice here? Decisions. Yes. Okay. So yeah, you may be put in decisions to make a choice that it's a head of a heart decision, you know, like it's this decision here is like, you know, it may feel like fun. It may feel like, you know, a reconnection, but it may be something that is not really rejoiceful. And truthfully, even though your spirit guides have moved these people out of your path, you still have free will. So perhaps you keep letting this individual or individuals back into your life because of your free will. And your spirit guide is saying you are now being put in the position to make a decision whether it's you gonna keep them in your life or not. Keeping them in your life keeps you in this cycle, right? By removing them, it allows you to be in honor with your decision and trust in your journey ahead, moving forward without being in a continuous cycle. And it's gonna awaken your heart, right? It's gonna, any sadness, any fake love, any confusion, it's gonna awaken you to the true path one step at a time. And your spirit guide is going to guide you. Your ancestor, this is an ancestor of yours that is a spirit guide. I don't feel like this is an ancestor that just comes in and out. This is an ancestor that has been working with you, guiding you. And once you make the decision to trust your spirit guide, once you make the decision to trust that this here it's not serving you anymore, they're going to help you move along one step at a time forward. But they can no longer intervene into something that you continuously keep bringing back in your life, even though they clearly keep showing you who got a fake heart, who's not really honoring you, who's not celebrating you, where there's a disconnection, where you're always showing love and these people and I'm saying people because it could be plural. These people here are just not, maybe they're not even inviting you, you know, to places. They're not really connecting with you and everything like that, but you still constantly show up for them because you are a nice individual. And that's why they said to smile. You know, there may be a decision, maybe if these people are not in your life, then it's time for you to make the decision to truly move forward in your heart, because you could be hindering your heart space by holding on to the memories of these individuals, and you're trying to like reconcile with the memories and the spirits of those friendships and the experiences that you once held with these people, but it's keeping your heart's mechanics in a certain vibration that is just keeping you in that cycle. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. They want you to make the decision to smile more rather than to be sad and be in a space of constantly fighting a battle in your heart that you don't need to fight. And know that you are never truly alone. You are with spiritual protection and guidance. So that's your African ancestor. If this resonates with you, if you have African ancestry, if you don't have African ancestry, do not apply that where it doesn't apply. Simply, you know, maybe just connect with the crystal, or know that you have a spirit guide that is guiding you to this message here. Okay, so we're moving forward to pile number 3. Pile number 3 here with the amethyst here. Okay, so I feel like when you wake up in the morning, before you even physically open your eyes, you really truly connect with your ajna. You see with one eye open at all times. There could have been some like really harsh betrayals and lessons that you had to go through. There could also be some like ancient codings in your DNA that was dormant and is coming up to the surface here. You could be connecting with the violet flame at this time, or even, you know, I know some of you are going to think this is weird, but, you know, connecting with some of your galactic ancestry from your genetics, your DNA, what they call like junk DNA. There may be some codes in there that is actually going to make sense to your human mundane day-to-day life, right? Even though it seems like out of this world, if you will. It's a wisdom that is beyond the logical comprehension. And it's connected with your light powers. It's connected with like your healing abilities is kind of what I'm getting here. I'm getting a lot of healing, light source energy. I'm getting here, you know, even like a lot of forgiveness from like those betrayals and stuff that you may have went through, perhaps. I'm getting a resurrection energy also. I'm picking up like maybe you're feeling tired the next couple days because you're being restored on a cellular level. Maybe your spiritual gifts are being restored and being reawakened. I kind of just, it really does feel like a resurrection is happening for you, pile number 3, where y'all really gonna be like reintroducing yourselves and getting to know yourselves and putting the pieces back together. Like you literally put back together all the pieces of the puzzle and you realize like the body that you had, your old body, is just not operating in this timeline in the same way. Your uniqueness is what really is going to draw you to success moving forward. So honoring your quirkiness, honoring your flaws, honoring your scars, honoring your weirdness, right? And knowing that that is actually something that's going to be very beneficial and authentic to you here. And I also feel like this is like connecting with your feminine and masculine side in a balanced way. So being both logical and spiritually in tune, and being able to like decipher the energies around you. I really do feel that this could also just be that maybe you're just getting more, you know, feeling more of a galactic connection that is drawing you at this time. So take what resonates with that. We're going to see here what your tarot card is. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse. Yes. So this is the, like, what I will say, stepping your ego to the side and letting it be the observer. With it upright, it's very egoic, okay? It's also like Venus and Aquarius, where it's like, you know, maybe there's some pride, there's like, you know, the battle. With it in reverse, you really come to a space of knowing how to pick and choose your battle. You may have gone through, you may have some battle scars that taught you some deep wisdom and knowing how to use your discernment to stay away from trouble. To knowing, like, this ain't even worth my time. I'm not even going to fight this, right? And when you're getting, like, in a space of meditation, or when you're being presented with some information that seems off the wall, out of this world, that seems very off-putting or weird, it's like you're learning to open your horizons of your mind and stepping your ego to the side to bear witness to the experience rather than being combative to the information or to what is being presented to you here. I really feel a sense of surrenderance when I see this energy here, and it comes from a space of once upon a time you were very stubborn. Once upon a time you didn't know how to surrender. You weren't gonna let go the fight. You were gonna you know, an eye for an eye, if you will. You were gonna fight that battle till you win, till the end of it. And you know, for an eye just continues to leave people blind at some point is kind of what I'm getting here. And so, you know, there's going to be a release of maybe some like anger or frustrations, or maybe maybe on a cellular level, you were suppressing some, it could even be past life, like betrayals or something like that. That was kind of hindering you and keeping you back. So let's see here what we got in the shadows. Yeah, see all these swords. You see all these swords here with the number 31 and atonement. Right? You are being attuned to a new frequency that is going to be of a higher vibration than that which once brought you down, than that which was meant to keep you down under, buried. They tried to bury you, but they didn't know that you could fucking fly, that you could restore yourself, that you could actually heal. They didn't think that you would come back. They didn't think that you would be able to come back here. 31 may be very significant to you, or 13 or 4 here. I kind of feel like, you know, it looks like even the swords were where your wings were supposed to be, and they were really trying to stop your heart, right? You know, but they couldn't stop shit. And I'm feeling guided to even like read that, but here the advice is to be patience, to practice patience here. So remember how I mentioned, like, you wanting to, like, you're gonna have to practice patience and knowing how to pick and choose your battles, and and allowing your ego to be the observer for the lessons that need to be learned here. You're gonna have to practice patience when it comes down to using healthy discernment and healthy boundaries, and even patience with yourself when it comes down to healing from that which was heavy in the heart, that which really betrayed you, it really hurt you. There was a lot of maybe there was a lot of thoughts that you're trying to break free from in your mind right now, because you may be like caught up in the story and needing to let go of the story, but you're being pushed to a new atonement here. And Spirit is asking you to be patient with your new body, to be patient with love, to be patient while you're learning the lessons here. I'm just going to grab this really quick, y'all. I know this is a speed read, so please bear with me. I just feel like there's something here that needs to be said. So I'm grabbing the book. Here we go. All right. So This is also like perhaps you've been dealing with some depression and you're needing to let go of depression. It says accepting the full burden of responsibility, the fair as well as the unfair, with no discounts. All right. And so, accepting pain is a way to survive the pain. Not all things burn, but some should, right? And so it's like letting the pain burn, feeling it through, but not getting caught up on it, allowing yourself the patience to go through the rites of passage of the lessons from it and then resurrect anew again. Like this, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's kind of what I'm getting here, right? It's about, what the book says here, atonement is about paying the bills, unadulterated, unfiltered, not negotiated, right? It's all about full and open acceptance of consequences. And a little more, it is also about paying for the price of others, letting go of all the ifs and buts, and taking it all in, whether it's ours to take in or another's to shoulder. If you have a piece of what puts you at fault, normally you would try to separate it and weight it out evenly with what makes the other at fault and with what you made it right. A little for a little. Remember I said an eye for an eye, right? So it says a little for a little. But it rarely does it move anything forward. Sometimes we need a clean slate, and it's done by going through it all. Paying more than it's due. To create closure for yourself or others, you take in the dark so that others can stay in the light, even if they don't deserve it, even if you don't deserve it. So I really do feel like this is really about having the patience of, I did say this, so I'm going to sound like I'm repeating myself, right? But it's truly about having patience with the lessons that you're learning so that you can let go the eye for an eye, the tit for tat, let go of, the constant battle, the constant, this could even be like, letting go of addictions and being patient with your journey, whether that's drinking, smoking, whatever the sex, whatever the case may be here. This could also be like being patient with yourself and practicing some breathing techniques as you are being attuned to a lighter frequency by letting go of, that which is no longer serving you, but accepting it for exactly what it was. Don't twist the story to what you want it to be. There's not about a good guy or a bad guy. In fact, this was divinely ordained in order to happen in the ways that it needed to happen so that everybody can work in their purpose. And that's why there's a need for patience, to see the truth for what it is rather than creating stories in your head. So this was all a speed read, y'all. I want to say thank you for everybody who tuned in. And those are all your messages. Please feel free to, take more than one message if it resonates from other piles. Leave the rest behind. And until next time, may your spirit guides lead you to the anointing and the alignments of your highest and greatest good, for all beings involved. All right. Sending you lots of love and clarity. Peace, y'all.